All right, so I got squats today, and to be honest, I'm not really looking forward to it too much because I know switching from my inserts to my normal sleeves is definitely going to take a couple pounds off of the bar. But yeah, I am expecting for that to not last for too long because I do, even squatting last week, I could feel at the bottom of the squat, I felt a lot better, kind of further hinging or kind of letting the bar push my back down a little bit more so I could I could engage my outer quads more, because really I just could not feel my inner quads. So I think with today lowering the weight a little bit, I also think that during the extending sets I'm going to have a lot more stimulus in my quads. So I'm kind of excited for how that's going to turn out in the following weeks or maybe month, because it's not really, my inner quads have definitely been getting stronger. They just haven't really gotten activated. So they've really just been asleep this whole time. And now I just need to stimulate them a little bit to wake them up. But I am already expecting this day to not go too well. Not really just in terms of, not being strong or having fatigue. It's just my performance is going to be a little bit worse than yesterday. But in terms of fatigue, I think that I feel good. I'm not entirely sure because my allergies have been messing up and my body's feeling pretty weird from that. But I would say if I didn't have allergies right now, I think my body would feel a lot lighter, to where maybe full strength. Obviously, I haven't really peaked, so I'm just not going to be at full strength. But that's only because I'm just focused on building right now. But yeah, I'm just going to get in there, get some good work in, and hopefully I don't lose too much strength. But I guess that really isn't as important as just building from this point forward. But yeah, that's it.
Are you using those looks? Okay. Oh, come I see them right here.
All right, so I noticed in my top set, when I went down, my back did kind of bend over a little bit extra, and I really wasn't too worried about that before, but in the last rep of the top set, I could feel like I kind of paused it a little bit towards the middle of when I was going up, and I just wanted to see if I kind of adjusted my form and brought my legs forward a little bit, how that would feel. And I think it did go a lot smoother having my legs be more of a driving factor. So I think that for next week, I do want to switch up the tempo a little bit on the descent. I had it like, so the tempo I'm using currently is what I'm most comfortable with, but I think starting to notice that it may not be the best, because where my upper back strength is right now, I really can't handle that much load, and I'm kind of folding over as soon as I get into the hole. And it doesn't really do that much to harm my form, because my lower back is very strong. So pretty much any load on that, I'll pretty much be able to lift. But I do think maybe trying to get my legs in a little bit more might be more beneficial. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm not really liking how I'm folding over when I get right into the hole. So yeah, next week, just gonna see how that feels. And if leaning over a little bit more is better, then I'm just gonna stick with that. But so the sleeves, I definitely could tell that in the top set I was a little bit weaker, but really for most of the sets, my form, it felt a lot better, because I could just actually feel my legs, and not just my legs, like I felt like I was actually a lot more in tune with my entire lower body, and it felt a little bit easier to catch myself when I'm in the hole. So when I use Inzers, I kind of just bounce out of the hole, but that's not really me doing it. It's just the sleeves. So I guess having a little bit more control there, I also was able to pretty much everything. I felt everything more. So my hamstrings, quads, glutes, even like my calves and tibia, I could feel a lot better. For the hack squats, really my strength wasn't down at all. I actually had to do my SSB squats before them, so my legs they had a little bit extra fatigue, and I got through all the sets pretty well, as well as I did last week, and I increased it to 4 sets, and that went well. I did notice that I could feel the insides of my knees. It was, I wouldn't say pain, it was kind of a weird sensation. Not really to the point of where I think it's bad. I think it's just my knees getting used to that extra force. But I do think once I get used to that, it'll be actually a lot easier for me to press. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Form felt, I'd say, perfect, other than just my tempo and getting out of the hole. But that's it.